Families of victims killed in the Jeju Air crash are getting off the bus holding boxes. They're holding the belongings of the victims, which were strewn around the crash site at the Busan airport and retrieved after the crash. There are broken cell phones, various bags, and even souvenirs from Bangkok that have been returned to relatives after a verification process. Families broke down in tears in front of the belongings that returned instead of their family members.
손주들 한 명씩 나눠주려고 아까 제가 태국 가족 남아 이런 거.
So far, around 200 from over 1,000 items collected at the crash site have been identified and forwarded to bereaved families. They include ID cards, passports, wallets, and luggage with name tags. Other items such as clothes, shoes, pens, and notebooks are still under review. Items without clear identifying markers will undergo further DNA testing, which may delay their return. Cell phones and other electronic devices whose ownership is difficult to verify will undergo digital forensics with the consent of the families. Police also plan to use the data for investigative purposes to find critical clues that may uncover the cause of the disaster. Meanwhile, funerals for more victims of the fatal plane crash were held on Friday. The first four of the 179 victims were laid to rest in services the previous day, and their coffins were borne out from funeral parlors Friday morning. The families still couldn't believe their loss.
행복하게 살고 있었는데 갑자기 이래서 너무 허무하다. 고생만 하다 갔어요.
The Thai ambassador to Korea visited the funeral of the Thai victim in person and paid his respects.
สาเหตุที่มาที่นี่ก็คือนำสารจากท่านนายกรัฐมนตรีต่างประเทศและคนไทยทั้งประเทศแสดงความเสียใจต่อครอบครัวของคุณจงรัก
As the belongings of victims are returned and families suffer the grief of burying their loved ones, South Korea still has to grapple with the aftermath of the tragedy and the question of why the terrible accident occurred in the first place.